आप देख रहे हैं हमारा YouTube चैनल दी सच्चा भारत और आज के इस बुलेटिन में आपका स्वागत है। सच्चा भारत के विद्यार्थी संवाददाताओं की टीम रविवार को पहुंची राजस्थान के श्रम आयुक्त नीरज के पवन के बंगले पर। फॉरेन इन्वेस्टमेंट में लेबर कानूनों के सरलीकरण के बारे में उनका अंग्रेजी में इंटरव्यू लिया। हमारे स्टूडेंट संवाददाता डोनिका एवं पारुल ने पाली के पूर्व जिलाधीश ने सच्चा भारत के इस नवाचार की मुक्त कंठ से प्रशंसा की। अंग्रेजी में लिए गए इस इंटरव्यू को कैमरे में कैद किया। गेस्ट फोटोग्राफर श्री सोहन भाटी ने पेश है एक्सक्लूसिव इंटरव्यू।
So on the list, first I have, we all know India have ample of opportunities for foreign direct investment. But due to complications of Indian labor law, foreign direct investment acts as an obstacle in India. Do you agree? Any comments?
No, I don't agree. Because Government of India and Government of Rajasthan have both of them have come out with many solutions. And labor laws in India, we used to have 29 labor laws. And Government of India tried to combine and amalgamate all the 29 labor laws, and they are coming out with 4 labor codes. So all 29 labor laws will be amalgamated in 4 labor codes, and according to my information, from 1st of April it will be applied in the whole of the country. Rajasthan government has also taken initiative for making the rules in this regard, and we are hopeful that as Government of India will be providing us the draft rules, because Act has already been passed by Government of India and 4 codes are already in place. Only rules are to be framed. So the framing of rules is in process, and we are hopeful that these rules will be helpful for the industry and for the ease of doing business in India. These codes will be very, very useful.
Thank you so much. Okay, in addition to that, I want to ask, that central government is coming up with new labor reforms. Okay, have you seen the draft policy? Have you added any suggestion in that?
Yes, I have seen the draft policy, and there are some suggestions from Government of Rajasthan, because any policy or any labor code should be taking care of both the parties. One is labor and second is industry. So any labor law which will be implemented in Rajasthan should be taking care of both the things. Industry should feel that labor laws are helpful for them, and along with that, the labor law should be taking care of the interest of laborers also.
Okay. So the next question we have is the DMIC, Delhi Mumbai Industrial Corridor. Major part is going from Rajasthan, and it will open the doors for ample of FDI investment opportunities in Rajasthan. So does the Rajasthan government is also planning to have any labor reform changes in Rajasthan?
Labor reforms have already been implemented in labor law of Rajasthan, and I am very much personally associated with this DMIC, because when I was Collector Pali, this project was initiated, and you are very right that 40% of this DMIC DC, Delhi Mumbai Industrial Corridor, passes through Rajasthan only, and it passes through Pali also. And in Marwar Junction, we proposed a junction and a node. So node is also there in Marwar Junction, and along with that, from Jodhpur to Pali, they are trying to come out with some, they call it Delhi Mumbai Industrial Corridor, DMIDC, and along with that corridor, 150 kilometers both the sides, they will be declaring new nodes, and a new RICO area will be coming up. So this DMICDC will be certainly will be opening new vistas for the development of industry in Rajasthan, and it will be certainly having some great success for Rajasthan.
So they are also they are developing the industrial hub, right? So they are also planning to develop the status, basically the standard of living of the employees and laborers also.
True.
What are the measures they are taking?
In Rajasthan, we are already having such laws which take care of both the things. We take care of laborers' safety, their occupational health, their wages, their social security. So all laws which are pertaining to labor in Rajasthan, they take care of their overall well-being. Along with that, they take care of the industrial ease also.
Okay, in addition to that, I want to ask that in the labor reforms which are changed, is the minimum pay which the government have secured, like this much of minimum pay labor should get.
Yeah.
So is that increased or not?
It increases every year.
Okay.
Every year according to the CPI, Consumer Price Index.
Okay.
This labor, the wages increases every year, and we have got a committee. So every year that committee sits and they decide as to what should be the minimum wages for a laborer.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you.
So the next we have is basic motto of DMIC project is to promote industrial hub, and
True.
even government have designated DMIC commissioners as a head of project.
Yeah.
But don't you think government should also appoint a public nominee as an industrial advisor to better understand the industrial labor problems? Do you have such plans?
This point is dealt by industrial department of government of Rajasthan, but you are very right that the involvement of private person and involvement of a private entity will be certainly of some very use, and it will be helpful for the development of this DMICTC.
Okay.
So I want to ask that a lot of times Gujars used to do Andolans, and government appreciates you and they call you to solve the problem and come up with a solution.
True.
Is there anything like you are the favorite or you have that kind of strategies?
I have for last more than 11 years, I've been in touch with them.
Okay.
All the Gujar, their leaders, their societal problems. I've been tackling all these things from last 11 years when I was Collector Karoli in 2009. From January 2009, I've been handling, be it any government, this one or the previous one, I've been handling this issue for a long time. So everybody knows me, and I know all the issues. So it has been a kind of institutional memory for me that I've been handling this issue for last 11 years, and they have faith in me. Government also poses faith in me. So I try to become a bridge between government and the leaders so that the amicable solution comes out. And you have been seeing that for last 11 years, not a single blade of grass, not a single drop of blood has been shed. And amicably we have been solving for the last 11 years.
Can you please share any incident which you thought of that now I can't do it? Then you find out this was situation.
Yeah, it happened in 2010 when I was Collector Karoli, and the issue flared up to such an extent that around 12 o'clock in the night, I called Honorable the highest authorities, and they told me कि अभी रुको, अभी धैर्य रखो, अभी कुछ ऐसा कुछ नहीं बिगड़ा है. मुझे लगा एवरीथिंग जा चुका है, कल सुबह तो बिगड़ेगा, कल सुबह तो बड़ा आंदोलन होगा. फिर भी हायर अथॉरिटीज ने कहा कि नहीं नहीं नहीं, एक बार सुबह और ट्राई करो. सुबह में फिर उनके पास नाश्ते पे गया और then things moved. So it is the greatness of our honorable chief minister.
Definitely, and we are great to have you as a position on Labour Commissioner, that you are handling such things very well.
Thank you.
So the last one is for us that you are collector at Pali as well as you were personally connected with Pali.
True.
Then why you are not able to visit Pali even once after becoming Labour Commissioner?
I'll be visiting Pali very soon. I'm coming to Pali.
Actually, we want you in Pali.
On record, on your channel, I'm telling you, I am visiting Pali very soon.
Okay.
And very, very soon. Rather in March itself, I'm coming to Pali.
Thank you. Thank you for your interview.
Thank you.
प्रदेश में 4 सीटों पर होने वाले उपचुनाव से ठीक पहले कांग्रेस ने अपने आप को एकजुट कर लिया है. चाहे मनात कुंडिया का किसान सम्मेलन हो और इसके लिए प्लेन में गहलोत और पायलट एक साथ गए और मंच भी एक साथ साझा किया. तस्वीरें बयां करती है कि अब सब कुछ कांग्रेस में ठीक होने लगा है, लेकिन इसके ठीक उल्टा भाजपा में सब कुछ ठीक नहीं है. जी हाँ, पिछले दिनों जो तमाम घटनाक्रम सामने आए उसके बाद तो यही कहा जा सकता है कि भाजपा में सब कुछ ठीक ठाक नहीं है. फिर चाहे बात की जाए सतीश पूनिया खेमे से आने वाले नेताओं की या फिर वसुंधरा राजे खेमे से आने वाले उन नेताओं की जिन्होंने पिछले दिनों बयानबाजी की थी और उसके बाद उस लेटर ब्रह्म की भी जिक्र कर ले जो विधानसभा को लेकर वसुंधरा राजे के समर्थक माने जाने वाले विधायकों ने फोड़ा था। ये तमाम घटनाक्रम थे जिसको ठीक ठाक करने के मकसद से प्रदेश कोर कमेटी की बैठक में खुद भाजपा के राष्ट्रीय महामंत्री और प्रदेश के प्रभारी अरुण सिंह तक जयपुर आए, लेकिन उसका भी कुछ खास फायदा होता नहीं दिख रहा। यही लगता है कि अब खुद जब जेपी नड्डा 2 मार्च को जयपुर में आएंगे उसके बाद ही भाजपा से जुड़े तमाम नेता एकजुट एक जाजम पर बैठे नजर आएंगे, क्योंकि आने वाले उपचुनाव में जीतने के लिए ये बहुत जरूरी है कि प्रदेश भाजपा जो एकजुटता के दावे जरूर करती है, लेकिन धरातल पर भी भाजपा के जुड़े जो तमाम अलग अलग खेमों में बटे नेता है वो एक जाजम पर एकजुट नजर आए, तब कहीं जाकर इन चारों सीटों पर भाजपा का कमल खिल सकता है।
जिले की बैंकों में आने वाले लोगों की नोट गिनने में मदद करने के नाम पर उनके पैसे चोरी करने के मामले में सादड़ी पुलिस की ओर से 2 आरोपियों को गिरफ्तार किया गया है। इन आरोपियों से पूछताछ में जिले में 3 वारदात करना कबूल किया गया है। इनमें से एक आरोपी महाराष्ट्र का है और एक स्थानीय है, जिनको पुलिस ने अब अन्य वारदातों के बारे में भी पूछताछ कर रही है। साथ ही आरोपियों से वारदात के समय प्रयुक्त की जाने वाली बाइक भी बरामद की है। ईटीवी भारत के लिए पाली से
ये तस्वीरें गुजरात की हैं। यहाँ निकाय और पंचायत चुनाव के लिए मतदान चल रहा था। इसी दौरान अहमदाबाद के विरमगाम में भाजपा और निर्दलीय कार्यकर्ता आपस में भिड़ गए। झड़प इतनी हिंसक हो गई कि पुलिस को लाठीचार्ज तक करना पड़ा। बनासकांठा में बूथ कैप्चरिंग की कोशिश हुई तो कई जगहों से ईवीएम में गड़बड़ी की खबरें भी आईं। कांग्रेस कार्यकर्ताओं ने भाबर में फर्जी ईवीएम के इस्तेमाल का आरोप लगाया। कार्यकर्ताओं ने कथित तौर पर फर्जी ईवीएम भी दिखाई, जिसमें केवल भाजपा के ही उम्मीदवारों का नाम दिख रहा था। इस पर भी जमकर हंगामा हुआ। चुनाव के लिए पोलिंग स्टेशनों पर भारी सुरक्षा बल की तैनाती की गई थी। बावजूद इसके कई जगहों पर खूब हंगामा हुआ।
और ऐसे ही नए अपडेट पाने के लिए द सच्चा भारत चैनल को सब्सक्राइब कीजिए। धन्यवाद।